What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on my motocross track. I'm actually going to be doing a build series. I'm going to be trying to complete my motocross track by the end of summer. Probably around 4 or 5 videos. I have quite a bit of dirt left from when we dug the pond out like a year or two ago. We have this whole hill right here that I can use the dirt for. Some of my tabletops I'm going to be taking apart. That's going to be partly in today's video as well. I know it's been a while since I posted. It was probably winter, but I'm going to give you a quick update on the bikes. I sold my 125 probably a few months ago, so now I'm down to the KLX and the KFX. Kind of only down to the KLX at the moment. I had some issues with my quad. I couldn't get it to start, had to bring it to the dealer. I had issues with my throttle body. The positioning sensor went out on it. It's unfortunate. I was really mad just because I could have already had the quad put back together and ready to ride. Very shortly I will have new bikes coming to the channel, so if you guys are interested, be on the lookout for that. Otherwise, let's get right into this video. I'm actually going to start out by cutting the grass in our field with the tractor. Alright, so I finally got the skid steer out here. It's actually been like a week or two. I kind of ran out of time after cutting the grass to get anything done, and then my job took up the rest, but we'll just ignore that for now. But we got the tabletop behind me. It more looks like a giant bush of weeds, but I'm going to be ripping all this up with the skid steer and then putting it back in the corner. I'm gonna be deciding what I want to make in the spot where the tabletop currently is. I gotta decide. I'll think about it when I'm ripping it apart. All right, we got this big open space to work with. The first jump is going to be over here. I'm gonna try and make this jump like a hip, at least have the landing 25 to 35 degrees at an angle of what the jump is. So when I jump it with the quad, I'll have to kind of kick the back end out. That's the plan. I want something more technical, but I also want to try and keep 2 lines here. So I want to build a jump over there, but I have the berm in the corner that I want to keep. But yeah, let's get right into building this. All right, the jump is all finished up. It turned out pretty good. I think there's a right amount of angle on the hip. I'll try and get an overhead view with the drone right here so you guys can kind of see the angle that it's sitting at. But in this open spot here, I also want to keep it 2 different lines, how we have this 2 different lines, because you can either take the outside turn or hit the jump here. I feel like if you hit the jump, you're going to have to end up taking the outside line, and if you take the corner, I'm sure you could pretty much take either or. I'm debating on putting like a whip section or kind of like 2 small doubles. I kind of want to build something that you can hit on the quad or the pit bikes on this side, and then I want to make a bigger double on the right side, basically just for the quad. Because at the moment, my track's mostly just stuff for my quad, and I'm trying to get stuff for the pit bike just so when I don't feel like riding the quad, I can jump the pit bike around, have a little bit more fun on it. It'd be cool if I could keep designing so I could end up with a full-size bike track and a pit bike track, kind of all in one. But yeah, let's get right into building these 2 lines. So I got the takeoff finished. Now I'm gonna start working on the landing. Kind of just want to make like, almost like a small tabletop for the landing. It's kind of like a pad to land on with a downslope, and then that would be the landing for both the jumps. So it's gonna be a roller into a jump, and then there's gonna be like a pad tabletop landing, and that's gonna serve for the landing for that jump as well. So it's the next day. I still have a little bit more work to do. I actually changed the corner behind me. I'll show you in a second. But it's actually gonna rain in a little bit, which is kind of a good thing, kind of a bad thing. It'll actually help pack down the dirt, get all the air out of it. But I do wanna add like 2 more rollers right in here, because we have that roller slash landing. And then I kind of want to place a roller right here, and then another roller like right here, and then into this small jump. It's really small for the quad. It's fine for the pit bike, but I kind of want to throw some like aggressive hills in there. Nothing too crazy, but hopefully when I'm on the quad, I'll kind of like bounce, kind of like a small whoop section. I kind of almost like want to land on the upside of this when I'm on the quad, and just kind of like bounce over the top. Hopefully that'll be good. And then as long as I can do it, have it smooth enough where you can use it as rollers for the pit bike, go into that jump just to jump it, I think that would be good. And then I kind of pushed in this berm to line up with the edge of the landing here. I kind of just tied it right in to the corner. It used to kind of sit back farther. It was kind of more angled, but I never used it. So I just kind of pushed all the dirt that was there and then just made a nice sweeping corner. It's all full of rocks though. I got to get all these out of here. I'm really curious if I'm going to be able to keep this inside line to the next jump. It's going to be pretty tight on the quad. I feel like I'm really going to have to throw the back end out. I'm just worried that like there's going to be too much sideways momentum no matter what, because I think it'd be really cool to be able to hold this whole inside line double to double. Maybe I'll extend this landing out to the right a little bit more, and then that will make it so I can kind of cheat the inside a little bit more, because right now this is the edge right here and it kind of pushes you towards the middle, so you're really gonna have to be trying to adjust for this inside line. I would try the section out in this video, but no one is here with me. I'm not gonna ride it, but it will be in a video soon to come. This jump also turned out really good. Kind of facing to the right, which is not the greatest. As long as I take off in the direction, it should be fine. I'm trying to tell if this landing's gonna be okay. It's kind of like got a sharp edge to it. I think it will be fine. It's probably hard to tell on the camera. I don't know if I want like a little bit more dirt here or not. Overall, I mean, when I jumped this small one, I mean, it's only like 10 feet, if that. It's really smooth, but it's a little bit different when you're coming in from 35, 40 feet. I don't remember what it came out to be, but got the drone out of the tree. I didn't record it. I climbed the pine tree about 35 foot up and got it out of there right before it's about to downpour. I look crazy right now. I was just climbing through a tree. I feel like I got sap all over me. But right before the giant storm comes in, I'm gonna go run out there and grab the skid steer real quick. Oh, I'm so happy I didn't lose like 800 bucks right there. It's like a race against the clock. I was like, well, I could get a ladder, but I couldn't find one tall enough. And I was like, well, maybe I could stack a ladder on top of the skid steer. And I was like, well, I'll just climb the tree. And it worked. All right, so it's 2 days later. Everything kind of dried out for the most part. There's a few wet spots. I'm gonna be finishing this section up finally. It's taken all week, but I'm gonna be adding 2 more rollers in. But all right, let's get into building these rollers really quick. If you guys could click that subscribe button and leave a like, that'd be greatly appreciated. I'm gonna have more track builds coming out, and I'm gonna have more riding videos very soon. Probably a new bike or 2 in the near future. So if you guys wanna see more content, hit that subscribe button and it will be coming straight to you. I don't think I was focused that entire time, but all right.